When China summons, you go. It seems that's the unsaid diktat that some of the biggest American CEOs are following. Top American CEOs are parading in Beijing and Shanghai despite a very visible rise in tensions between the US and China. Just today, Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, wrapped up a 2-day whirlwind trip and flew back to the US from Shanghai. And Musk is not the last or the first, but just the most recent visitor to China. Just this week, Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang is heading to China. Laxman Narasimhan of Starbucks, Dimon, the JPMorgan boss, are the other corporate honchos who'd be in China. If you remember, in recent months, leaders of Apple, Samsung, Aramco, HSBC, Standard Chartered paid a visit to China. But why are the who's who of the business world making a beeline to China? For most, the world's second biggest economy is one of their biggest markets. And as any businessman would do, they are there to take the pulse of the Chinese market, as it recently opened up after 3 years of COVID restrictions. This parade of the CEOs underscores the importance of China for major global corporations. While China was closed to the outer world under strict COVID restrictions, the demands among the business community to diversify their supply chains had started rising. Key players, including Apple, Google, Nike, among others, had started establishing manufacturing facilities in India, Vietnam, and other countries. China couldn't just let that happen while sitting idly by, and so the Chinese leaders urged foreign companies to invest more and promised them an open, level playing field. And as we all know, the Chinese are good at being enemies on one front while pretending to be friends in areas where it helps them. And so China's foreign minister called for a healthy relationship with the United States, saying it was in the interest of both countries and the world during Musk's visit. Even as China and the US continue to lock horns over Ukraine, Taiwan, shipping access to South China Sea, among other issues. Musk backed the Chinese foreign minister's view, saying Tesla was against the notion of decoupling with China. Just last month, Tesla announced a second factory in Shanghai, dedicated to the production of large-scale batteries. Beijing and Washington have been working to stabilize their relationship, but tensions remain. Just this month, China banned US chipmaker Micron from selling to key suppliers in the country, citing cybersecurity risks. The move was seen as retaliation for restrictions the United States imposed on Chinese chipmakers. For some sectors like EV manufacturing, Chinese dependence is hard to let go of. And with that, one thing has again become clear. China was, is, and will continue to be important for major corporations. With pandemic restrictions lifted up, normalcy in factories is expected to set in. With that, it shouldn't come as a surprise that top CEOs are checking on how much can they rely on China as a production hub in the future.